everybody, I'm Catherine and I am here today with a book haul. So I'm using a new camera to film this and I really don't like it because I can't tell like where my frame is and just but I wanted to try this camera out, see how it works, see what the quality's like, so bear with me if this video is complete shit. So I have books from a couple different places today, which is kind of awesome because, yeah. So let's just get right to it. So first I picked up a copy of Deep Betrayal by Anne Greenwood Brown. This is the sequel to Lies Beneath, which is a young adult mermaid type story. It was in the bargain section at Indigo and I have the first book. I haven't gotten around to reading it, but I have it, so I figured I'd pick this up in matching hardcover while I could. I went to Costco the other week, and half the reason I go to Costco in the first place is for their books and movie section. So when I saw this book, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, I had to pick it up because, yeah, honestly, I really want to know what all the hype is about. I've heard really good things about it. So for a very small price compared to what it would be normally to buy it full price like at a bookstore, Costco had it for a lot less. Yeah. While I was also at Costco, they had like the Miyazaki Motherlode. So I picked up a copy of Whisper of the Heart. This is one of the only Miyazaki movies that I don't own, so yeah. Pretty excited. I also picked up a copy of season 4 of Game of Thrones at Costco because it's Game of Thrones. I've watched it already. I have HBO right now as like a trial, so I was able to catch up on all of my Game of Thrones. Now I just have to wait for the new season next month. It's gonna be tough. I had to drive and pick up my mother, who is without water at her house because her well collapsed. Not fun. So she's gonna be spending the next like 5-6 weeks at my house. But while I was there, I discovered that my copy of Cacophony by Kevin Smith and Walt Flanagan was at her house. And I don't think I've hauled this before, even though I've had it for a while. I bought this after I actually got to meet Walt Flanagan at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash in Red Bank, New Jersey a couple years ago. My friend's boyfriend is obsessed with this comic, and she told him when we met Walt Flanagan. So I'm really excited to actually be able to read this because I completely forgot where it was. I thought it was here, but no, apparently not. And next is the unboxings. So for these unboxings, I have my trusty X-Acto knife. Honestly, I don't know why society lets me play with these things. Since I'm so accident prone, I'm kind of surprised I haven't actually killed myself yet. Because I use these at work all the time. And yeah, sadly the first package doesn't actually need a knife. We'll see. So, first package is from Amazon. It's been lingering at my mother's house for a couple months now, I think, because I accidentally sent it to her address and not mine. So, I am excited to see exactly what I have in here. Okay, so from Amazon, I got a copy of Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder. Sadly, this is the only copy I could find online to buy. So it doesn't match my other 2 copies, even though this is book 2, and it's so frustrating. As long as they're like the same height, I think I can deal. If not, well, even if it is the same height, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to be scouring all bookstores for Magic Study in the proper matching cover for the rest of the trilogy. I also got a book that I have been waiting so long to find. I initially was trying to find like an original copy, and that just wasn't happening. So when I noticed that they were re-releasing it, I jumped as soon as I could. And that is for the novelization of Labyrinth by Jim Henson. Like, I adore this movie so much. I mean, David Bowie and spandex. David Bowie's was the first concert I ever went to, and yeah, I've loved this movie since I was a kid, and I cannot wait to actually be able to read the novelization and see what's different. And they're coming out with novelizations for a couple of his other movies as well, and I'm really excited to get them eventually. But this was like, had to have. I'm actually surprised. I thought it would be like standard hardback size with like a dust jacket and everything, but it's just like kind of textbooky, like a little mini textbook, only more fun. Next comes the box I need the knife for. Oh yeah. Did I just show you all my address? Very timely. Don't zoom in on the video. You don't need to know where I live. My book outlet order came in. I know I've said I wasn't going to order anything because, yeah, but I got a really good midterm mark, so it was celebratory. Totally justified in my mind. Anyway, I got a finished copy of The Offering by Kimberly Deerting. I have the first two books in hardcover. I have this in an advanced reader from something. I love the first book, and I can't wait to finish reading the trilogy. I got a hardback copy of Curtsies and Conspiracies by Gail Carriger to go with my copy of Etiquette and Espionage. I love these books. Like, these are awesome books. So good. I got a copy of Snake Root by Andrea Kramer. So this is part of her Nightshade series. I think this is like a continuation of the original trilogy as opposed to Rift and the other one starts with an R that are like a prequel. But yes, our favorite characters from the original trilogy do make a comeback in this, so I'm really excited to read it. To add to my Jennifer L. Armentrout collection and my Lux series collection, I got the bind up of Obsidian and Onyx. So this is the Lux Beginnings. I don't really like this, but yeah, it's a little damaged. I'm not gonna lie, that's oh. Okay, so this was one of the scratch and dent copies. To be honest, it's not that bad. It's just like warped a little. I'm sure I can squish it out and make it flatter. That will be my goal. I did need the copy of Opposition by Jennifer L. Armentrout because this was released in like the other covers, which is why I bought the Beginnings bind up. But yeah, because I need to finish reading this series because I do love it a lot. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. No excuse to that though. Yeah. I got a copy of Rush Too Far by Abby Glines to add to my Rosemary Beach collection. So apparently this book is like the first book, but it's told from Rush's perspective. However,
please hang up and try again.
So apparently the other camera option that I used with a 4 GB card can't record more than like 15 minutes. I was, however, filming in like the high def settings. So anyway, as I was saying, apparently Rush Too Far gives you like this whole other perspective I mean, it is told from Russia's perspective. So, yeah, it also changes the lineup of what you're supposed to read the books in. So we'll see. I was a little tentative. Like, I didn't want to pay full price for this, which is why I got it from Book Outlet, because it was only like $6 as opposed to $18, which is the cover price. But I am curious. Very curious. I picked up a copy of On Dublin Street by Samantha Young. I've heard good things about this on Goodreads. It's a new adult. I was curious, and it was only like, how much was it? It was only $2.40. So I figured, why not? Finally, the last book I got was Disarm by June Gray. This was one that I had noticed several months ago, if not like a whole year ago, at Chapters. But I didn't want to pay the $17 cover price because I didn't know anything about it. It sounded really intriguing though. So figured I'd give it a try. And this one was, looking at my bill, $3.60. So I figured that was a good deal. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, I had a lot more in my cart that I whittled down because I told myself no. But I got a really decent mark on my midterm, and with that midterm mark it means I'm pulling over 70 in the overall course so far. So yeah, my psychology marks are pretty damn awesome right now. Better than I was expecting. So that's it for me. Yeah, I feel like I'm quieter than normal in this video. I might have to adjust the audio levels, but my mother is asleep upstairs, and yeah, it's gonna be an interesting 6 weeks. Yeah. So until next time, guys, happy reading, and leave comments down below about the possible mishmash of this video, depending on how this works out in editing. We'll see. I had to use 2 different cameras. Let's just face it, the iPhone is the awesome camera, and it is so easy to use. So yeah, until next time, happy reading, guys.